Hi everyone, and welcome to Judah Studios, where we talk about comics and superheroes from the African diaspora. So today we are going to talk about another superhero of the Judah universe that I created. So enough with the long invitation and further ado, let's get started because it's going to be a quick superhero origins. So of course we got the invitation, quick introduction, and then we got the heroes. But we're not going to talk about this today. We are going to talk about one character that was also part of the universe. And yes, today we're going to talk about oh, here is Eagle Man. So of course we did Heru and Captain Jamaica before. So today we're going to talk about Eagle Man and his origins of how he became what how he became how he is today. I mean, what he did. How do you put in words like what made him become Eagle Man? So basically, anyway. So again, this is a quick introduction. Again, it's not scripted. It's just winged. So everything's the same from my head because nobody knows a character like me because I'm like one of the only people on the planet that knows he exists. Only a few people know about these characters. But don't worry, you can read his comics online. I'm just doing a quick introduction, like comics explained and comic story. But anyway, so let's get started on his origin. So after the death of his father, okay, because remember he's not the first Eagle Man. This is not the first Eagle Man. There was an Eagle Man before him, and that was his father. But the thing is that he has a whole origin to himself. So we're not gonna like get too deep into that. So basically, yeah, his father sacrificed to like save the whole world, and then his son, extremely intelligent slash excessively, let's just say he's really smart. Like he's not the average young man, basically. So yeah, he got a lot of those qualities. He got master's degrees. He has the levels of PhD and etc. etc. And yeah, he's just like not the average young man. So yeah, he's just dealing with that, wondering how he's going to take after not just the superhero mantle of Eagle Man. He's going to take after his dad's industry because his dad also had a business they left behind for him. Well, not necessarily for him. Like I said, this is really complex, complicated. It's not as simple as this right now. But yeah, his father just left the industry behind for him. So he's basically taking care of it. And he has to deal with other brokers and other businessmen from other organizations like employers, CEOs who try and take away from him because they take his age. They take his age for granted. So they feel like, oh, he's young. Like, he's not going to have the experience and not smart enough to hold on to his business. Well, arrogance or ignorance is quite bliss, so they'll be surprised. So he has that problem to deal with. So he's have to learn how to take care and learn how to how do you put it? Learn how to like keep hold of his dad's legacy, all the great stuff, because the business is basically about airline and like Air Force crew. So basically the whole thing is based on electronics that's dealt with like the weather, the air, so aeroplanes, helicopters, Air Force pilots, everything that deals with the air, the element of the wind, basically. They deal with stuff that's in the sky. So that's the reason why another reason why he's Eagle Man. And as you can tell, it's American, so this is an American superhero. Quickly, so Heru, he's not from America, even before America existed. That didn't exist, he's Kemetic. So basically Heru's Kemetic, and then we got Captain Jamaica, who's obviously, Jamaican. I mean, many reasons. Yeah, and then we got American superheroes. So, like I said, this universe is very diverse in different nationalities and ethnicities and different groups of people. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let's go back to the main story. So basically, he's doing aviation. That's the word. Okay, aviation. So he's working on that. That's his whole business. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's a huge organization, and it's all run by this very intelligent young person. And yeah, so he's just dealing with that, and his threat isn't just these greedy businessmen like who try and take away everything from him. He's also has to do with like some old, like a legacy of his dad that's an old villain trying to take it as well. But it's not just for business, it's just trying to destroy everything that he worked hard for. So basically, there's this villain, like I said, I forgot the villain's name. Because remember, the main villain I'm doing now, that's the secondary villain, like the one that is the big villain. This one's a small, like low level. Wait, man said low level. He's quite important because he's one of his first villains. Well, not the first Eagle Man villain. This version, like the first Eagle Man villain of this version of Eagle Man. This is not the first Eagle Man villain. Anyway, so yeah, I've been doing that, and basically it's just a young man who's just also had another business as well, and he's trying to like build like an army. He's an ex-veteran, so he was part of the military, and he's ex. Um, he's not in the army anymore because of like violent behavior, etc., etc. He just wasn't really well behaved. However, what he did is that he used like equipment because he was good at mechanics. He's an engineer as well, and he knows how to use guns, incorporate things because he's really good at rearranging technology, electronics, and making a really sick looking device. So basically, like I said, this villain's gonna have his own origin story, so don't worry if I'm rushing past and skipping over things. So yeah, this villain's basically really highly trained and dangerous. He's armed and dangerous, if that makes sense. Well, already said that. Anyway, I'm just mumbling and shuttering over words now. So enough of the mumbling. Basically, yeah, he's just trying to take over his empire and stuff because he just feels like people through the army are not given enough respect, because if you notice, even people who fight for the army are not like given enough budget of money to take care of themselves after war, and they feel like they deserve more. So with his genius plan, he's trying to cause havoc across New York because New York is where this is located, and he's trying to like get a message straight across. So he like does everything he wants, like do what die wills, basically. And also, yeah, so Eagle Man notices this. So yeah, it doesn't have two problems. He's not dealing with greedy businessmen. He also has to deal with this threat that's going across New York City. So the old version of the suit that normally his father had, he has to upgrade it, be better. Make it better, be stronger, faster, more lighter. Because the stronger part of the material isn't metal like the first one, like how this is kind of plastic. The other one's more leather and made out of cotton. This one also has leather and cotton on it as well. It's just that it's not like 100%. It's like around 40%. Those are around the parts where he has to bend and stretch. Like it's easier to move around in the suit. Everything else is like metal, plastic, carbon fiber, other elements like substances, polyester, those kind of things. So yeah, he's just making a suit which is not like a hard malware or wellware, something like that. So it's not easy to hack, because remember, this is not just a genius, multi-billionaire, smart, intelligent young person we're dealing with. He's also dealing with an expert hacker. Well, not like hacking to organizations, more like defense mechanisms. So yeah, he has to do that into his suit. He just put a lot of these programs, these coding into his suits to make the suit more cooler and more faster, so it end up looking like this. So yeah, basically he just went on like these fights. Like in the comic book series, there's like around 4 or 5 fights in it, and they're quite not hefty, but they're hefty. So it kind of gives a lot of entertainment while it's a part of storytelling and character development. It's still got a lot of good plot twists to it, if that makes sense. So yeah, so obviously the first attempt was trying to stop this villain wasn't well. Oh yeah, the villain's name is called Destroyinator or Destructor Dog or something like that. That's like what he was called in the army. We're talking about the villain, so that's what he was called in the army. He has obviously a code number, but then we're not gonna get back to that because he has his. Man said Man said he has his origin story. Not now. We're gonna do all his information in his own origin story, so don't worry about that now. Anyway, now we're gonna talk about how like it did a failed attempt, because each time like they're in a fight, they had to develop their suit, see which one's gonna get stronger, which one's gonna be more powerful. Put add-on abilities each time, because one will triumph over the other, which is technically Eagle Man, because obviously he has more experience in this because he's been going this through baby and childhood. And then the other one, who's also really expert at it because he's been through the army, the military, navy, SEAL, etc., etc. He's been there back and forward, like CIA, FBI, you name it. He's not someone you should be messing around with. He's a really complex, dangerous villain. So yeah, each time they battle, they have to learn which ones are their weaknesses and which one they have strengths, and then it just goes into chaos. But of course, since this is Eagle Man, and obviously heroes always save the day, obviously Eagle Man's gonna win and triumph after. And like I said, you will know this all in the actual comic book when you read it. It's all up on there online, so don't be surprised. Anyway, so yeah, since like this is gonna get like cut short story, this is basically the origin story, and also yeah, he has a love interest. No, I don't think he has a love interest when I've written the story, does he? Wow, I created it, but I haven't concentrated on. I mean, concentrated on it with the. I mean, I didn't concentrate on the whole like character, like outside side characters. I mean, I did that, like the main ones, because his uncle is, spoiler alert, Earthman, aka Elementus, aka one of the founding members, also the leader of the Solar System Knights. Still hard to pronounce, I know, but yeah. Also he's in there as well. His love interest. He kind of has one, but she's not really like that kind of plot. She'll get her own kind of more developed with her own story in the future. But yeah, that's how it is. So basically, yeah, that's about it. That was the quick summit of the whole Eagleman story, because, like I said, it's just only 8 issues. Each of those 8 issues have 28 pages, so it's not really a long, hefty story. But then again, it's gonna be really worth it. So anyway, so I'm glad you enjoyed this video. And I'm really happy for that you enjoy Eagleman, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was developing him, I was really happy because I like adding diverse, I already said that, but I mean, I like doing differences. So when I do make my own team up series, like my own superhero group, they all can see the differences, but then they have to learn how to put it aside, or they intertwine the differences to make a stronger team, so they all have something in common. So I always give them like different story arcs. I always give them like different backgrounds. I mean, that's the point of different people, because sometimes people on this planet are going to be different. And yeah, so along the way, he just finished with this, and then he goes on different adventures and journeys, and he does around take care of the world and saving the planet. So yeah, he's not a force to be reckoned with. And don't worry, we'll do more better, clear. I mean, we'll do more sharp and more developed storylines to him in the near future. So yeah, this is Judah Studios. Thank you for watching. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Also check out my my Twitter, my Facebook. Definitely check out my Instagram and my Snapchat, since I'm more active on those. And also I'm all over the place on other different social medias like SoundCloud, Spotify, TikTok. Heck, I'm even on MySpace. Check me out, okay? So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, everyone, and yeah. That's about it. Do, 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 do.